Hello Android community, Outlaw71 here today with my T-Mobile G2x by LG device. I got this guy in the mail about a week and a half ago, so I've gotten accustomed to it, and I thought I would jump on here and give you guys my impressions of it so far, which so far has been excellent. I'm really impressed with this device. I feel this is by far LG's most serious entry into the Android market on any carrier. I'm really impressed with both the quality and craftsmanship of this device. Really impressed with what they've done. I think it's really sleek and stylish, and of course it's powered by the Nvidia Tegra 2 dual core 1 gigahertz processors. Along with the 4G network on T-Mobile. It really zooms along, very speedy, no lag, no freeze-ups, no random reboots, nothing like that. So I'm really happy with it, and I'll just show you hardware-wise a few of the things up here. Up top we have the micro HDMI port. You just remove this little cover here, and you can connect that directly to your HDMI television, high-def television, or other high-def device to do a picture slideshow or watch your videos that you've taken with this on here. Or you can also connect it to your TV while you're playing video games, and it'll display it right there up on the screen for you. So it's pretty neat. We also have the standard 3.5 millimeter headset jack, and the power button over on this side rounds out the top of the device. Turn it over to this side, and we have our volume rockers. And let me just say, when I pulled this thing out of the box, I took one look at these tiny little buttons, and I thought that they would be pretty much useless. But I've been really pleasantly surprised by the precision feel that they give off, as well as just a really high quality feedback and feel to them. So I'm really impressed with their craftsmanship on that. Down here at the bottom we have the micro USB port, which you can plug that into your wall to charge the device, or plug it into your computer or laptop to either charge or send information back and forth from your computer to your device. And it also has the speakers down here at the bottom, which I'm really impressed by that solution that they came up with the speaker placement, because most devices that I've played around with to date have always had the speaker somewhere on the back. The problem with that is when you are on speakerphone with somebody and you have it lying on a soft surface such as a pillow or a blanket or something like that, if the speaker is on the back, the sound gets muffled. But with the speaker on the bottom of the device like it is here, you can play your songs or talk to somebody on speakerphone, and it doesn't get muffled at all because the sound's coming straight out of the bottom there. So I really like their speaker placement. I like where they've put that, and I would hope that more manufacturers will start putting it down there, as it's a really useful design. So anyways, on this side of the device there isn't any buttons or anything. And let me point out that there isn't a dedicated camera button, which I was kind of hoping they would have. I like dedicated camera buttons, so in the future I would like to see a dedicated camera button on there, but this one doesn't come with one, and I've been able to live with it, but I would prefer to have a camera button. Round back here we have the 8 megapixel camera, which takes 8 megapixel still pictures, as well as up to 1080p video recording at 30 frames per second. So it's a really high quality camera that they've put in here. And don't let the single LED flash fool you. When I first saw that single LED flash, I remember thinking that it probably wouldn't be quite as bright or give off the performance as my previous device, my Motorola Droid X, which of course has dual LED flash. But when I did a comparison head-to-head between the two of them, let me see if I can just demonstrate that here. Might not show up really well on this background, but when I turn both of these on, there is the single LED flash from my LG, and that is the dual LED flash from my Motorola Droid X. And as you can tell, hopefully on this background, not only is this single LED flash on my LG device brighter, but it's also a truer white. You see there's a little bit of a yellow tint to the dual flash coming out of the Motorola Droid X, whereas the LG G2x is very, very bright and a truer white, I feel, than on my Motorola. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. And all around, just everything about this device is very high quality, and been very impressed by it. Let me remove this back to show you guys how to get to the battery. Just peel that apart, and this comes with a 1500 milliamp hour lithium ion battery, and I found that it holds up really well in real world applications, whether I'm surfing the internet on my browser or playing video games or talking, texting, whatever I'm doing. It's held up really well in real world applications. I mean, they give you, it says it's 300-hour talk time and whatnot, but of course on smartphones today you're doing a lot more than just talking. So as far as the dual core processors, I was a little bit leery. I thought maybe it would really suck that battery down, being the dual core, but it hasn't been the case. It really reacts well to real world usage. So it also comes with the SIM card, since this is a GSM device. Comes with a SIM card and has a slot for up to 32 gigabyte SD card storage, which in the box it doesn't have. It doesn't come with an SD card. You have to get your own SD card. It comes when you open the box. Of course, it has the LG G2x phone, the USB cable, and the device that connects to the wall outlet, and it comes with the starter guide and the SIM card, but no SD card. So I just ran down to my local Radio Shack and picked up a 16 gigabyte SD card for 30 bucks. So that wasn't too much, it didn't damage my wallet too much, but I would say that they probably didn't include the SD card just to cut down on productive costs, since they have so much technology and hardware packed into this little device. They had to cut corners somewhere, and I guess that was where they decided to cut their corners. It would have been nice to come with a nice 32 gigabyte SD card in there, but I wasn't too disappointed, and I was able to get one fairly cheap. Many of you might have one laying around from one of your old phones or something that you can use with it anyways. So anyways, this comes stock with Froyo 2.2 Android operating system, and they've been promising an update to Gingerbread 2.3 very quickly. So we're hoping here within a matter of weeks to see Gingerbread pushed out to the devices, and I'm excited to see how it's going to run on Gingerbread. But even on Froyo, so far it's really ran excellent. Like I said before, no lag, no freeze ups, no random reboots. Zipping along on the browsers. Let me just demonstrate. I have Android pulled up on here, and this is more or less not a complaint, but just something that I've noticed, is that when scrolling up and down pages, it's it's smooth, but it's not as speedy as I was used to on my old device, my Droid X. Let me just give a little comparison between the two. When scrolling on the internet, I have the same page pulled up on here on my Droid X, and as you can tell, when I go to scroll, see that just zips all the way down to the bottom and then back up to the top real fast. But on this LG G2x, I can't fling it nearly as fast as I was able to on my Droid X. So, like I said, not really a complaint, just something that I've noticed. I thought maybe I'd pass that along to you guys. But as far as everything else on the browser, I mean, the pinch to zoom is really smooth and accurate, and so the screen is clear. It's a 800 by 400 resolution, and of course this is a 4-inch screen, and compared to like the Droid X, for instance, which is a 4.3-inch screen, the device itself isn't a whole lot smaller. I thought since it was a 4-inch screen, you know, the device would be a lot smaller, but it's almost as big as the Droid X is in comparison. But so it's a nice large device if that's what you like. It's not a small device at all, but it is just a 4-inch screen. And of course it also comes with the 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera for video conferencing. And I haven't done any of that yet, but that will come in handy sooner or later. I know I'll get to video conference with somebody. The screen is made out of Corning's Gorilla Glass, which is a really sturdy and rugged glass screen, which when I first got my Droid X, I didn't know that it was also made out of Gorilla Glass. And for the first couple months, I had a few screen protectors and whatnot on it. And when I found out that it wasn't in fact Gorilla Glass, I had a Skinomi screen protector on it at the time, and I peeled that sucker right off because I knew that Gorilla Glass was a really durable screen. And as long as you're not putting it in your pocket with keys or change or whatever, you really shouldn't have any problems. Like I've had this since launch of last year, and as you can tell, I mean, I've got some fingerprints on there, but there's no scratches at all, no hairline scratches, nothing at all from all the use that I've put it through over the last 9-10 months. So the Gorilla Glass really holds up well to real world usage, and so I was really happy to hear that LG used the Gorilla Glass in their screen as well. So it's got the capacitive touch buttons here at the bottom with the menu key, home key, back key, and search key, just like all Android devices have. And of course it has 8 gigs of internal memory and the 32 gig expandable slot and 512 megabytes of RAM. So yes, all in all, I'm really impressed with this device. Been really happy with its performance and the feel in your hand. It's a nice solid feel. It's only 5 ounces, so it's nice and light, but it has a little bit of weight to it. I mean, it's not doesn't feel like it's just going to blow out of your hand with a gust of wind or anything. So it feels good in the hand, and like I said, the buttons really responsive, and just overall, I'm really impressed with the quality and craftsmanship of this device. So if you're on the market for a new device, if you're already with T-Mobile, or if you're searching for a new carrier, I highly recommend the G2x from LG. And I hope this quick demo was helpful. This is Outlaw 71, bidding all of my Android community a pleasant and productive day.